Hey, Dan Meyer here. So today I'm going to share with you 7 reasons why successful companies hire virtual assistants. So I'm talking about whether you're a big company, a medium-sized company, and you look to add a new team, you want to set up a new group of individuals, you want to augment your current staff, whatever you want to do, but you're thinking of doing it virtually, all the way down to a solo business owner or a solopreneur who's looking to hire a VA to help take away some of the extra work that they have on their plate. So these 7 reasons ring true no matter what kind of business you have, what business size you are, how long you've been in business. We all need these 7 things. Reason number 1 is free time. We want to free up time, right? We want to give ourselves more time by getting rid of some of the things that we're doing that we shouldn't be. We want to be able to save money. We want to be able to have more focus on doing what's core to our business. We want to be able to do multiple things at once. We want to be able to offer constant, continuous improvement in what we do. So we're providing better service and we're improving and engaging all the time to points where we're able to really add more and more value. We want to be able to do things 24/7. We don't want to be doing things 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. That's a business killer in this day and age. You got to be 24/7. And most importantly, we want to use virtual staffing to help us find peace, to find our own nirvana, to be able to avoid burnout, to do the things we want to do. No one goes into business to be stressed. Everyone goes into business because they want to be able to create a lifestyle for themselves that will allow them to enjoy the life that they have. So these 7 reasons will be key in you doing that. I've done this myself. As many of you know, I've set up a couple of businesses overseas. I've been doing business here in the US for a while. I worked for Wells Fargo for a long time before that as a senior analyst. I know how to use data. I know how to use virtual staffing. I know how to bring the two together to be able to be quite successful. I have a business, Sonic VA. We have over 100 virtual assistants working for businesses across the US, medium-sized businesses, small businesses, micro businesses, one employee, one entrepreneur themselves. I've been doing this for over 10 years. I know how to bring these kind of things to you, and this is important because I want you to learn from me what I've done, because this is something that you can do as well. So let's go through the 7 lessons, or 7 reasons, I should say. So I'll give you the lessons behind the reasons. Number 1 is time is your gold mine. Right? You need to reclaim your time. You need to hire people and learn to delegate. You cannot grow a business if you're not delegating. I learned this really early on. I spent my first year in business doing it all. Doing my own social media, doing my own emails, doing my own customer service, doing my own research, doing my own bookings for talks and for interviews. And it just was, full-time, 100 hours a week kind of stuff, which isn't bad when you first start things out. But eventually you're going to get to a point where you want to be able to get more done than you're doing. So you want to peel away the things that you shouldn't be doing, or things that are time-consuming, repetitive, manual, things that are keeping you from doing what you do best. These are the things that you delegate so you free up more of your time. Richard Branson says if you really want to grow as an entrepreneur, you've got to learn to delegate, right? That's a super simple way of looking at it. If you don't delegate, you won't grow. The second reason is cost effectiveness or cost savings, right? You save money when you have tasks done by people that can do things that you pay less, right? Bottom line, if you want to be a millionaire and you wanted to look at an hourly salary for a millionaire, it's like $520 an hour. Millionaires get paid $520 an hour if they're working a full-time job like normal people, right? So if you want to be that millionaire person, you got to figure out what are you doing in your business right now that somebody could be doing cheaper than $520 an hour. Somebody should be getting paid $10 an hour or less to be able to do things like post on your social media, send out email campaigns, input data into your customer relationship management system, your CRM. These things should be done by somebody else because none of them should be costing you $520 an hour. So the idea is that to be cost effective, you want to be able to reduce cost. Another thing about virtual staffing, of course, is you don't have the overhead of having a physical location. And a lot of virtual staffing solutions will take care of all the HR for you. So you don't have to have anybody that manages all the HR processes. You can have all that done by somebody else as well. You can outsource just about anything, and you can look at things that you do right now that are time consuming, and that's your biggest drain, is when you're doing things that aren't worth $520 an hour. As a business owner, you should be the face of the business. You should be out in front of people, you should be making videos, you should be going to events, you should be speaking at conferences, you should be writing a book, whatever you need to do to tell your story. You want to be able to do more of that by delegating things that can be done by somebody else for a lower price. You want to maintain your sanity as well, right? The number 3 is that you want to delegate tasks to avoid being overwhelmed. You want to multitask, right? You want to be able to get multiple things done at the same time. One of the beauties of what I do with my virtual staff is when I go to bed at night, things are getting done. When I sleep, things are getting done. When I wake up in the morning, things have gotten done. I wake up every morning and things are already crossed off my checklist, right? My to-dos have been done. It would be impossible to dedicate my undivided attention to each phone call or each email I got, especially on things like LinkedIn and Facebook. I don't manage them myself. I don't manage my LinkedIn. I don't manage my Facebook business pages. I have staff, virtual staff, VAs, who do that for me to take all that work off my shoulders and get it done so people get replies quicker, so I don't feel overwhelmed. My clients know that I'm on top of things, and I have a team that's engaged in doing things to make the business more successful. It's a win-win-win. So you want to figure out what you can do to basically multitask by replicating yourself. A mentor of mine once told me when I first got started that I needed to replicate myself by finding 3 disciples. I need to find 3 people that can each take a piece of what I do, a third of what I do, and master it. So I can free myself up so I don't have to do any of those 3 things. If I took a day off, if I was sick, if I was spending all day at a conference, that piece of the business would still get done because somebody's doing it, right? So you want to make sure that you're figuring out how to get multiple things done with your time. The next thing is you want to escape the administrative jungle, right? So many business owners have to be their own admin. You have to do all the administrative tasks, right? You're trying to do, taking phone calls and customer service emails. You're scheduling your own appointments. You're doing your own internet research. You're posting your own social media. These process-driven, repetitive things should be done by somebody else. And the ironic thing is that the biggest thing you can do to help your business is be more consistent in your messaging. And if you're super busy, if you're stuck in Busyville, always busy to everybody's question, what are you doing? I'm busy. If that's you, you need to escape that, right? You need to be able to delegate tasks that are repetitive, right? You need to free yourself up so that you can do what's important to the business. You want to think about these things that you should be delegating. You want to get them off your plate. The 5th thing that people find is a great reason behind why they outsource or why they hire virtual staff is that they can be your eyes to the market. They can help you improve. You have a second set of eyes in everything, and then a third set, and so on and so forth. So you're no longer the only person being your own intelligence person. You're not the only person looking at competition. You're not the only person thinking about new ideas. You're not the only person getting feedback on products and services and solutions. You have more eyes and ears, and you do that, then you're able to really see what's going on around you. You should really understand your competitive landscape. One of the things that a virtual assistant can do for you is call all your competitors and get their pricing and keep it updated every month. Take a day to call your competition, get their current pricing, put it into a spreadsheet, analyze it, see where you're at, see where you want to be at. Do you want to be the most expensive one in the market? Do you want to be the cheapest one in the market? Where does your value fit the market? How far off are you? You could be leaving money on the table, or you could be driving away potential customers if you don't know your competitive landscape. That's a great thing for a virtual assistant to do. Another thing that VAs can do is give 24/7 service, right? So I go to bed every night. I sleep well because I know people are taking care of the business while I'm sleeping. This is important, right? I go to conferences. I go on vacation. I might be at the beach. I might be at a resort somewhere. I know things are going to get taken care of because I have team members whose job is to respond to customer inquiries, to respond to messages on Facebook, to be able to respond to questions on LinkedIn. This 24/7 customer service is super important for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, you can't do it all yourself. And when you try, you're going to burn out. And you're going to fail and you're going to piss people off, because this is the most important thing about 24/7 customer service is we live in a world where everyone wants everything right now. And if you don't get what you want right now, you're going to go find it somewhere else. If you have a business and you're offering a solution and somebody finds you or discovers you because they want a solution and you're not available, you don't reply right away, they're going to keep looking, right? So you want to be able to avoid that by having autoresponders, having chat bots, having staff that can be able to respond to things 24/7. Whatever it takes to make your business 24/7, my team can help you do. And we do that ourselves to make sure that we don't have people hanging out there wondering if their email or their message went into a black hole. So super important. All right, number 7, my favorite one. This is the biggest reason why people should outsource to VA. People that have figured out how to be successful, if you hear about this great success story and how they grew their business, they grew it because they were able to build systems, and the systems were able to be replicated and delegated, and the business grew. Timothy Ferriss wrote one of the best books I've ever read called The 4-Hour Workweek. And the cool thing about this is when I read in it, I kept going, oh yeah, I'm doing that, because I read it way after I started my own business. I've been in business for 10 years as an entrepreneur, growing businesses. I have 6 different businesses. When I finally read Timothy Ferriss's book, I'm like, this is exactly what I'm doing. I'm actually living the 4-hour workweek. I don't have that every week. There are weeks where I work 100 hours. I'm doing all these events, making new videos, writing my book, speaking at conferences, whatever I'm doing, it can be pretty time consuming. But there are definitely weeks where I work 4 hours, where I'm on a beach somewhere in the tropics enjoying life because I've built systems that can be replicatable that are shared across my business. The functions that you do have to be documented and replicated and shared. That's how you avoid selling your soul to your business. When people say they're married to their business, which I was for a couple years, and frankly, it ended my marriage. When you're married to your business, it only lasts so long. You're going to burn out. When you're working 100 hours a week, when you're burning the candle at both ends, whatever you find is like the adrenaline you get from doing things full bore all the time, it's not sustainable. You can't do it forever. You got to figure out how to get things off your plate. So to avoid selling your soul for your business, you need to be able to get other people to put their souls into your business. And you do that by hiring great virtual assistants, right? So if you want consistency in what you're doing, if you want to give people consistency in how they find you, what they see from you, what they get from you, you need to scale a virtual staff. If you want to have a clearer message, you want to make sure you're resonating with your target market, you're getting better engagement, you're improving the way that you attract and retain loyal customers. You want to have clarity in everything that you do. And most importantly, you want to provide a sense of certainty. You want to give people exactly what they want. If not, you want to overwhelm them, right? You want to be able to give them more than they expect. To do that, you have to be scalable. You have to be able to have people that are working 24/7, that can multitask, that can do multiple things while you're focusing on what you do best. Again, this is my message, that my mantra. You should focus on what you do best by hiring for all the rest. That's what I did, right? I focus on what I do best, talking about my business, sharing my knowledge about virtual staffing and about big data, helping people figure out how they use data and analysis to grow their business smartly, and they grow a virtual staffing. I talk about this all the time. I speak at events, I speak at conferences, I've written books, I have a blog, I have these videos that I do. I couldn't do all that if I was doing the admin work, if I was doing my own newsletter, if I was doing my own graphics for the YouTube video, if I was managing my own LinkedIn profile. Could not do that. I don't do my own accounting. I don't do appointment setting. I don't do a lot of my own research. Have a team to do that. You need that too. So here's how you do it. To get started today, if you want to scale your business of virtual staffing, if you found that these 7 reasons ring true for you, you can text the word DATA, that's DATA, to 26786, and you'll get a form reply back to you that you'll fill out. Just give us a couple things that you currently think you want to outsource. What are the things you're doing right now that are manual, repetitive, time consuming, that you want to free yourself up so somebody else can do? You want to move towards being that I'm going to make $520 an hour. I need to manage my time so I can do that and focus on what I will get paid for at a high level by delegating the things that somebody else should be doing for $10 an hour. You do that, you're going to be successful. You want to find out more? Go to sonicva.com. That's SONICVA, virtual assistant, sonicva.com, right? Go there, find out more about what we do, send us a message, or drop a comment in the section below. Basically, what you want to do is figure out what are the things that you can peel away, free yourself up, get them off your plate, get somebody else doing them, grow your business, get to that point in life where you have your business running whether you're working or not. So that's my talk for today. Hope it helped. Hope those 7 reasons resonate with you. And I look forward to talking to you all soon. Have a great day.